Hello guys, Miwaki there. This is a War Room Chronicles where no plan survives the first contact with the enemy. This week, we faced a brutal showdown in Desolate Desert. It was a rigorous test of strategic analysis, intense collaboration with Server 58, and our ability to quickly adjust positions to exploit the smallest crack in Server 34 massive power. Our previous encounter with Server 34 in KVK was an overwhelming defeat. We knew a fair fight was a fantasy. Server 34 initially proposed a non-aggression pact until Zone 3. Knowing that meant a guaranteeing 1v1 loss, our counter strategy pivoted early, alive with anyone. We convinced Server 58, then successfully pulled Server 19 to our side, turning a guaranteeing 1v1 defeat into a hopeful, if unstable, 3v1 alliance. The fight for the first rotation tower was a stalemate. Server 34 was frustrated. The point balance consistently overrode around 40-60 against us, but we could sometimes equalize it solely thanks to the heroic open field intervention of KK and HH from Server 58, keeping Server 34 Krakens occupied. We waited for Server 34 predicted lull in activity. We launched a double front operation, a rally on their key progression flag and a push on the rotation tower. This rally was intense, seeing the losses accumulate in vain, millions of troops bleeding on both sides. We made the difficult call to disband the rally and preserve our resources. Crucially, while they were distracted, we successfully secured the rotation tower. This is where the first fatal blunder occurred. Intoxicated by the rotation tower's birth and the adrenaline of the win, we kept pushing for the next 2 hours. We made the crucial mistake of trying to exploit the momentum without any strategic proof that we could successfully capture the next flag. We were exhausted when Server 34 finally waited for their own peak activity window. They quickly changed multiple attacks until they succeed in taking the rotation tower back, one of our cities, and 3 flags. Server 34 was determined to eliminate us entirely. We had to quickly shift to pure defense. We concentrated all our effort on protecting one specific flag. It was here that KK and HH of Server 58 became our cornerstone, holding the line against Server 34 Krakens while millions of losses built up. After hours of fierce, relentless battle, Server 34 finally disengaged and retreated, unable to break the key defense line held by our combined forces. We entered Zone 3 at a major disadvantage, but the biggest hurdle was the monumental strategic error we inflicted upon ourselves. That crucial window where our buffs were cut off, we inadvertently cut off our own supply line to our stronghold. Defending without our city's buff is virtually impossible, forcing us into an immediate, non-optimal choice: attack to desperately recover our access instead of consolidating our position. We choose to attack on 3 different fronts instead of holding out without buff and at their mercy to defend. However, defense is much more efficient than offense, especially when given time to prepare. Server 34 was ready, and they succeeded in destroying our crucial access flag 1 hour before the palace battle, claiming the palace unopposed. Despite the clear disadvantage from the start, we gave Server 34 a truly fierce battle. Their diplomatic team admitted You guys gave it hell. Mad props, honestly. More than expected, for sure. This proved that the bloodbath we both endured shielded something positive. We forced the powerhouse server to adapt, and we, the hothead, were forced to think strategically. Server 19 was a complete non-factor, but a massive heartfelt shout out to Server 58, especially to KK and HH. Their leadership and their unwavering support were exceptional throughout the entire event. Migration is coming with the reset. If you are an experienced player looking for a fighting server and want to give server 34 another massive fight and this time maybe even defeat them, check out our Discord link below. We are waiting for reinforcement. We play, learn, grow together. Salut!